comment he was coming. Have you guys heard? Oh,
Yeah.
speak of the devil. All right, we're good.
And he shall appear.
Too many Andys Andrews today.
All right, let's see. Okay, Andrew Ryan is here. That was a nice fade up from black there as your camera came. Yankees t-shirt. Is that what we got? Andrew? Yes. That's, behind me is the Yankee boys outside the old stadium. 1929, I think the photo was taken. Living here in Massachusetts, it's a lot of fun to be a Yankee fan, let me tell you what. But nonetheless, let me get our stream going. Video capture and find the buzzer. There it is. Okay. All right, stream is set. Reminders, pub trivia for our first set is 3 points apiece. During that time, 2 buzzes per set of 5. If you buzz a third time, I will remind you during the first round. I know Ethan went full board last week or 2 weeks ago and docked someone 3 points for buzzing a third time in the first round. I'll be a little bit kinder. I'll remind you in the second round, I will call that a wrong answer and pass it over to the other team. Any questions, comments, concerns before we get started? No, everybody's looking good. Fantastic. Reminder, if I feel like I'm mispronouncing a word, I will spell it. So if I feel like I'm mispronouncing a word, I will spell it. Anything that is visual or auditory in Jeopardy, I will use as prize substitution to give you new clues. I assume my wife is texting me. Nope, Kathleen is. Still rebooting. So she'll be along later on today. Game code is 545, Mr. Ryan. 545 for Andrew Ryan. All right, I'll wait for Andrew to get on the buzzer, and then we will go. Okay. Andrew, give me a test buzz. Just thank you. All right. Remind me if I don't reset the buzzer, because I'm scorekeeping and hosting. So if you see that I haven't reset, just shout. Like, come off mute and say, Dan, you stink at this. Reset the buzzer. All right. Here we begin. For 3 points. What does the T stand for in the Disney acronym EPCOT? What does the T... Nick.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow is correct for 3 points. Well done. No, let's go 3. All right. We are off and running. What does the P stand for in the common financial abbreviation APR? What does the P stand for? Andrew R.
Percentage.
Percentage is correct for 3 points. We are tied 3 apiece. Moving over here. Golden voiced Julie Andrews won her only Oscar for her work in what movie musical? Andy G.
Sound of Music.
Sound of Music is incorrect. Minus 3 points. Pass it over to Cheese Quiz for a potential steal. You can discuss here. Golden voice Julie Andrews won her only Oscar for her work in what movie musical?
There's Mary Poppins, potentially.
I was going to say Sound of Music, so I don't know.
I would go for Mary Poppins personally here.
Yeah, let's go for it.
Yeah.
All right.
Poppins, final answer.
Andy.
Yeah.
Final answer, Mary Poppins? That is correct for 3 points. All right. 4 of 5 coming up here. Grammy-winning country music star Judith Newton rose to fame in the 80s with what nickname? Grammy-winning country music star Judith Newton rose to fame in the 80s with what nickname? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Juice. She was Juice Newton. Never heard of her, but good for her. 5 of 5 here. What Dr. Seuss tale is set, quote, on the 15th of May in the jungle of Newell, in the heat of the day, in the cool of the pool? What Dr. Seuss tale is set, quote, on the 15th of May in the jungle of Newell, in the heat of the day, in the cool of the pool? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That would be Horton Hears a Who. Horton Hears a Who. 1 of 5 coming up. Everybody has 2 buzzes again. Practice is the answer to an old joke that asks, how do you get to... Sarah?
Carnegie Hall.
That is correct. If anyone remembers Allen Iverson's famous press conference about practice, he was not about it. 2 of 5. Quit your jibba jabba and shut up, fool are two phrases that can be played on a novelty toy called what? Quit your jibba jabba and shut up, fool are two phrases that can be played on a novelty toy called what? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That would be Mr. T in your pocket. Mr. T in your pocket. 3.
Would you have accepted just Mr. T?
I would not have accepted just Mr. T.
Okay, good.
Because you don't want
Give me
actual
one of
Mr.
those.
T in your pocket. That sounds really awkward. 3 of 5 upcoming. Rabbit ears are a device once commonly used to help improve what household item? Andy.
Television reception.
Television reception is correct for 3 points. All right. 4 of 5. Rango, 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 the title character in a 2011 animated movie voiced by Johnny Depp, was what kind of desert creature? Andy T.
It was a lizard.
I need more than that.
A chameleon.
A chameleon is correct for 3 points. Well done. All right, 5 of 5. Red shirt, a term for a minor TV character doomed to be killed off quickly. Sarah?
Hoping this is a question. Star Trek.
Star Trek is correct for 3 points. Well done. All right, so we're back to 1 of 5 here. There it is. This is a fun one in my estimation. 1 of 5, so Andy T, you're back in. What drugstore remedy was originally called Mixture, Cholera, Infantum by its creator? What drugstore remedy was originally called Mixture, Cholera, Infantum by its creator? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Vicks VapoRub. Vicks VapoRub. 2 of 5. What European city is home to the famously whimsical architecture of Antonio Gaudi? What European... Andy T.
Barcelona.
Barcelona, correct for 3 points. Well done. All right. Moving over.
Just 1 second, Nick. It looks like you left the buzzer. Just want to make sure you're in that before we start the next question.
Give me a test buzz, Nick. Whenever. Yep. Good. If you want to reset, refresh, and rejoin, you can. You may not be seeing the updated score when you get disconnected like that. So we can take 2 seconds here. Get you back on the buzzer. We're on a new set of 5, right? Great. I see you on the buzzer. Good to go. 1 of 5. See, I can't.
Hey, didn't we just finish 2 out of 5?
Oh, yes. Thank you. Thanks.
Okay.
There's 3 of 5 in our last set of 5. I can, in good conscience, ask this question. I'm going to ask it because I think different people will say different things. This does not count. Greater New York City is often called the tri-state area, a term that refers to New York, New Jersey, and what third state? So we're not using this. Andrew R., you can answer. Connecticut. I know plenty of people who also say Pennsylvania in that answer. So I wanted to throw that out.
I would have said Pennsylvania,
Right.
being from there. We think we're part of the tri-state
Exactly.
area.
I'm from central New Jersey, so I feel the pull both directions. All right, 3 of 5. This question does count, and will count for points. Gregory Maguire's 2003 novel, Mirror, Mirror, is a revisionist version of what classic fairy tale? Sarah.
Snow White.
Snow White is correct for 3 points. Gregory Maguire, of course, the author of Wicked and the other revisionist stories out there as well. 4 of 5 coming here. Okay. You good, Sarah?
No, sorry. Like
She's not showing on the list, but you were able to just buzz in.
Yeah, it didn't like do anything when I buzzed.
So refresh
give me
and
1
rejoin.
sec.
Yeah,
Yeah,
refresh and
that's
rejoin.
what we're doing. Okay, sorry, we're good.
Good? Okay. Can't pronounce that, so I'm going to move on. Grown and cultivated from the yerba mate plant. Mate is a South American variety of what beverage? Kevin G.
T.
T is correct for 3 points.
Also, it's pronounced mate.
That's
Yerba
good to know.
mate.
Actually, it's not.
Oh, no?
Oh,
I just read that the other day. Most people will call it mate, but it's like an over
localization
foreignization of it. Hyper foreignization is a fun linguistic term I just learned.
That's what people said in Uruguay.
So, there. My terrible Jersey accent coming through. 5 of 5 here. Starting over. Gun control advocate James Brady once held what position in the Reagan administration? Gun control advocate James Brady once held what position? Andy?
Press secretary.
That is correct for 3 points. A strong showing from Cheese Quiz out of the gate. We move over to Jeopardy now, where we will make our way through our game board. Remember, we're doing 3 categories here of Jeopardy, 2 buzzes per category, 1 through 5 points. If I need a surprise substitution, I'll just move over to one I'm not using. I'm starting with all the right movies. All the right movies. All is in quotation marks. All is in quotation marks. All the right movies. All the right movies. All right. For 1 point, Ronald Reagan was in the 1940 biopic Newt Rockne This. Ronald Reagan was in the 1940 biopic Newt Rockne This. 5, 4, Andy T.
All American.
All American is correct for 1 point. All the right movies for 2 points. This Arnold Schwarzenegger comedy about a father's desperate search for a Christmas toy. Sarah.
Jingle All the Way.
That is correct for 2 points. All the right movies for 3 points. Diamonds and a winning lottery ticket, not $100 bills, are the goal in this 2002 action comedy. Diamonds and a winning lottery ticket, not $100 bills, are the goal in this 2002 action comedy. 5. Andy G.
All About the Benjamins.
All About the Benjamins, correct. You are on the board. Also a triple stumper on the show, so well done, Andy G. All the right movies.
Ice Cube and Mike Epps.
Nice, well done. That's an even better poll than the title of the movie. All the right movies, 4 points. Annette Bening won a Golden Globe for her role in this 2010 film about children looking to connect with their sperm donor dad. Annette Bening won a Golden Globe for her role in this 2010 film about children looking to connect with their sperm donor dad. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. A very good movie. I remember watching it. The Kids Are All Right. The Kids Are All Right. All the right movies for 5 points. Robert Shaw was Henry VIII, and Paul Scofield was Thomas More in this 1966 costume drama. Robert Shaw was Henry VIII, and Paul Scofield, Adam Mays.
All the King's Men.
All the King's Men is incorrect. That's minus 5 points here. We go over to Cheese Quiz for a potential steal. I'll read it one more time. Robert Shaw was Henry VIII, and Paul Scofield was Thomas More in this 1966 costume drama.
I got no clue, guys.
Yeah, I mean, it's based on Shakespeare, but what could be all? I was going to say All the King's Men.
Let's just let's pass on it.
Yeah,
Pass. Yeah, I'd say pass.
Pass. Final answer.
Final answer. The correct answer is A Man for All Seasons. A Man for All Seasons. I've never.
I was thinking Lion in Winter. I was like, I feel like there's a season in there, but no, nothing. Not even close.
Let's see. We are going next to Potpourri. Potpourri, and for those who watch Jeopardy, kind of a random smattering of clues here. Potpourri for 1 point. When this board game launched in 1981, it came with 6,000 questions. Andrew R.
Trivial Pursuit.
That is correct and fitting here on TPT. Potpourri for 2 points. This line begins the nursery rhyme. What also says, wasn't that a dainty dish to set before a king? This line begins the nursery rhyme that also says, wasn't that a dainty dish to set before the king? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Don't know if there are any Hamilton fans. Sing a Song of Sixpence. Sing a Song of Sixpence for 2 points. Potpourri, 3 points here. This 15-nation UN body is charged with the maintenance of international peace. This 15-nation UN body, Andrew R.
The Security Council?
The Security Council is correct for 3 points. I believe you're now out for the final 2 clues of this category. Spirits are also known as eau de vie, or this Latin phrase that also means water of life. Spirits are also known as eau de vie, E-A-U-D-E-V-I-E, or this Latin phrase that also means water of life. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Aquavite. Aquavite is the correct answer there. Potpourri for 5 points. Back in 1917, the president of Argentina announced an October 12th holiday called not Columbus Day, but this dia. Back in 1917, the president of Argentina announced an October 12th holiday called not Columbus Day, but this dia. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That would be Dia de la Raza. Dia de la Raza, R-A-Z-A. All right, we close out with Statue of No Limitations. Statue of No Limitations for 1 point.
Sorry, question. Did you say statue or statute?
I said statue, S-T-A-T-U-E. Statue.
Adam needs to rejoin.
Adam, refresh and rejoin, mon frere. See, my French isn't limited. I got it. My friend took French in like 7th and 8th grade, and the only phrase he learned was, this might even be wrong, Jabon ce soir baiser toi, which he claimed meant ham tonight forever. And he would just yell that as the French phrase that he knew. So that's the extent of my French outside of anything that's been transitioned into English. All right, I see everyone back up. Statue of No Limitations for 1 point. Statue of No Limitations for 1 point. His DC statue, signaling V for victory, stands outside the British Embassy. Andrew R.
Winston Churchill.
Churchill is correct for 1 point. Statue of No Limitations for 2 points. Until 1987, no building in Philadelphia rose higher than the statue. Andrew R.
Benjamin Franklin.
That is incorrect. Minus 2 points. Go to, barring a miracle, I'll read the entire clue. You can discuss here, Nick, before you have to answer. Until 1987, no building in Philadelphia rose higher than the statue of this colonial founder atop City Hall.
Billy Penn.
Is that what we want to play?
We're going to let Nick play it since he lives in Philly.
It's William Penn, isn't it?
William Penn. Billy Penn.
Final answer?
Yes.
That is correct for 2 points.
We're back to 0.
Got to start
Fun
somewhere,
fact.
Andy. You got to start somewhere.
Fun fact, once this the building started being higher than him, we stopped losing sports teams. So they put a very tiny statue on top of our tallest building, the Comcast Tower. Then we won the World Series that year.
That is a fun fact to know and tell. Statue of Limitations. Statue of Limitations for 3 points. One of the 7 ancient wonders, the 40-foot statue of this god had a statue of Nike on his outstretched right hand. One of the 7 ancient wonders, the 40-foot statue of this god had a statue of Nike on his outstretched right hand. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That would be Zeus. Zeus was that god. Statue of No Limitations. A life-size statue of this girl pulling back an imaginary curtain in her attic hiding place is at a Sarah.
And Frank.
And Frank, correct for 4 points. And finally here, Statue of No Limitations for 5 points. Some are up in arms over this marble statue carved around 150 BC, saying she's really the sea god. Andy?
Venus de Milo.
Venus de Milo. You see what they did there? Up in arms. Let's see what they did there. Really the sea goddess Amphitrite? Whatever. Anyway, moving on with this one. We go to pub trivia, but first we introduce ourselves if you guys haven't met before. Quickly here, Dan Stratford, Senior Manager of Communications here at Kaplan, host and scorekeeper of today's TPT match. Jessica, would you mind going next?
Hey everyone, I'm Jessica Edwards. I'm the Director of Institutional Sales for BAR.
Excellent. Andy G.
Andy Gordon. I am Senior Regional Director for the Northern California and Pacific Northwest regions of the BAR division.
Thank you. Kevin Gable.
Hey, I'm Kevin. I'm on the inside sales teams for admissions and licensure.
Thank you. Andy T.
I'm Andy T, and I'm on Kevin's team as well.
Fantastic. Nick.
Nick Schlosky in Philly, and territory director at Kaplan.
Thank you. Adam Mays.
Adam Sloan, the buzzer Mays. I'm senior academics director for Kaplan Bar Review.
Thank you. Sarah.
Sarah Barkowski, formerly on the inside sales team with the rest of my current trivia team, currently on marketing operations for campus marketing.
Fantastic. And Andrew, close us out.
Andrew Ryan, and I too am on inside sales.
Thank you, everyone. So 6 points apiece for pub trivia here in the second round. There are plenty of points still on the board for barring a miracle. We will have an opportunity here to put some points on the board. We begin for 6 points. Hailed as a must-have for new parents, Sophie is a French-made baby's chew toy in the shape of what? Nick.
Giraffe.
Giraffe. Correct for 6 points. Well done. You're in the positive here on TPT, barring a miracle. Let's see if we can continue that here. What famous historical figure's dying words were said to be, quote, hold the cross high so I may see it through the flames? What famous historical figure's dying words were said to be, quote, hold the cross high so I may see it through the flames? 5, 4, 3, 2. Andrew R.
Joan of Arc.
Joan of Arc is correct for 6 points. What famous American was the first person inducted into the National Inventors Hall of Fame? What famous American was the first person inducted into the National Inventors Hall of Fame? 5. Sarah?
Edison.
Edison. Thomas Alva Edison. Correct for 6 points. All right. Let's see here. Okay, 4 or 5. What famous inventor founded the company that introduced the revolutionary Kodak camera in 1888? What famous inventor? Andrew R.
Eastman.
Eastman. Correct for 6 points. Final 1 of 5. What famous line in Shakespeare is followed by the heartfelt request, quote, deny thy father and refuse thy name? What famous line in Shakespeare is followed by the heartfelt request, quote, deny thy father and refuse thy name? 5, 4. Sarah?
Oh, Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo?
Wherefore art thou, Romeo is correct. You gave us a little bonus on top of that. So, yes, correct for 6 points. Now, on to a new set of 5. What famous structure is topped by a 200-foot spire that was meant to be a dock for Zeppelins? What? Andrew R.
The Empire State Building.
That is correct for 6 points. Having nothing to do with their political views, what sport features players labeled as right and left wingers? Adam.
Hockey.
Hockey, correct for 6 points. 4 or 5 here. Hawaiian for quick. What word is... Andrew R.
Wiki.
Wiki is correct for 6 points. Well done, sir. Final of 5. The 2010 film, The Last Play at Shea, examines the history of a stadium and former home of what team? Kevin G.
The Mets.
The Mets, correct for 6 points. New set of 5. The political website HuffingtonPost.com was founded in 2005 by a writer with what first name? Nick.
Ariana.
That is correct for 6 points. Coming up to 2 of 5. Headlines exclaimed ACK, AACK, when it was announced that this long-running comic strip would end in 2010. Sarah.
Kathy.
Kathy, correct for 6 points. 3 of 5. Headlines read Deja Blue after what NFL team scored a second Super Bowl win over the Patriots in 2000? Andrew R.
That would be the New York Giants.
The New York Football Giants,
Football
correct
Giants.
for 6 points. If anyone listens to WFAN in New York, it is often used by Mike Francesa, who's not on WFAN anymore. So, 4 or 5, right? 4 of 5, yes. All right. Held in New York, Night of 1,000 Stevies is a fan festival honoring what band's former lead singer? Andy T.
Fleetwood Mac.
Fleetwood Mac, correct, for 6 points. And final of 5. Helping campus-bound kids since 1996. What bit of numerical jargon is a tax-friendly college savings plan? Helping campus-bound kids since 1990. Sarah.
529 plan.
529 plan, correct. For
Our courses are not eligible. Thank you for asking.
Fantastic. All right, going back to Jeopardy board now. We start with starts and ends with the same vowel. Starts and ends with the same vowel. We begin with 2 points here. 2 points. The final stage of a chess contest. The final stage of a chess contest. 5, 4, 3. Kevin G.
Endgame.
Endgame, correct, for 6 points. Starts and ends with the same vowel for 4 points. An agreeable odor. An agreeable odor. Sarah.
Aroma.
Aroma, correct, for 4 points. Oh, I screwed up the last one. I gave you 6. Hold on. So we go -4 there. Then we add the 4 back.
I feel like aroma could be bad, though.
I think it's, yes, if you put a different adjective at the beginning of it, though, right? You wouldn't just say an aroma, say a bad aroma or a disagreeable aroma.
Maybe it's the face you make when you say aroma.
That's fair. Context clues. Very true. Starts and ends with the same vowel for 6 points. Margarine. Margarine. 5. Andy T.
Sorry, it didn't even say anything for mine. So, oleo.
Oleo, correct, for 6 points.
I'm gonna refresh.
Yep, refresh. Go right ahead. Let me know when you see your.
I don't get that one. How is margarine the clue?
The crossword puzzle clue. It's always oleo. I don't know.
Oleo.
Yeah, okay.
My grandma, that's all she would call it. Get the oleo out of the fridge.
Because it's made out of olive oil or something?
It's a name brand, I think. Or
I see.
I don't know. It's another word for margarine. But from like the 50s.
It's yeah. Reading up on it quickly here. The foodstuff was originally named oleomargarine, for Latin for oleum and Greek for margaret. So, margarite. There you go. Fun fact to know and tell. Let's see. I see you're back on the game board there, Andy. We should be good to go. Let's go to starts and ends with the same vowel for 8 points. That's not my kids for once. That's the neighbor's kids yelling in the background. 8 points. Adjective meaning fair, as in the distribution of property. Adjective meaning fair. Sarah.
Equitable.
Equitable is correct. You are now out for this final clue.
How did we not get this, lawyers?
I think you would have gotten it. Just there's some fast buzzer fingers happening on Cheese Quiz for today. Let's go to starts and ends with the same vowel for 10 points. I have to reset the buzzer. There we go. Condition due to lack of oxygen and surplus of carbon dioxide. Kevin G.
Apoxia.
Apoxia is not what I have here. So I don't have apoxia as the answer. So I'm going to say for now, incorrect. Pass it over to barring a miracle. We can come back to the definition shortly. Barring miracle, one more time. Do you want me to read it one more time or do you want to discuss?
Yeah, do we think it's asphyxia?
Read it one more time, please.
Yep, you bet. Condition due to lack of oxygen and surplus of carbon dioxide.
Would it be asphyxia?
I say just do it anyway.
What do we have to lose at this
Yeah,
point?
we're so far down, so just
Asphyxia.
roll with it.
Asphyxia is our final answer.
Final answer. That is the answer I have here. I have asphyxia and anoxia as the two answers for this clue. Let's go next to foreign colleges and universities. Foreign colleges and universities, but I do need a surprise substitution for our first clue here. So 2 points. We move over to hip-hop feuds. Hip-hop feuds for 2 points. The Source magazine began... Sorry, starting over. The Source magazine began a feud with this Detroit rapper and film star, but he put a, quote, nail in the coffin on that. The Source magazine began a feud with this Detroit rapper and film star, but he put a nail in the coffin on that. Andy G.
DMX.
DMX is incorrect. Pass it over to Cheese Quiz for a potential steal. The Source magazine began a feud with this Detroit rapper and film star, but he put a nail in the coffin on that.
I mean, Detroit, I would think Eminem, but
Yeah, me too.
Coffin would mean somebody else. So I really don't have.
I don't get how Eminem would go for Liquid Coffin. Yeah, that's the one thing that would just. Yeah.
This is pass. We're
pass it. Yeah.
Yeah, pass. Final answer.
Pass is the correct answer. No, Eminem is the correct answer here. Nail in the Coffin was a song.
He was an actor.
8 Mile.
8 Mile.
8 Mile.
Oh,
In
come
his
on.
own movie.
That probably makes somebody an actor.
Don't lose yourself in the moment.
Mom spaghetti. All right. Foreign colleges and universities for 4 points. You'll find King Mongkut's University of Technology, Thonburi, in this country. You'll find King Mongkut's, Mongkut, University of Technology, Thonburi, Thonburi, in this country. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Triple stumper on the show. That'll be Thailand. Thailand. Foreign colleges and universities for 6 points. Chile's University of Atacama was founded in 1857 as a school of this, the Atacama's region's main economic activity. Chile's University of Atacama, Atacama, was founded in 1857 as a school of this, the Atacama region's main economic activity. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. A triple stumper on the show. Mining. Mining. Foreign colleges and universities for 8 points. One of the several Nobel laureates associated with this university is its professor Takaaki Kajiti, a 2015 physics winner. One of the several Nobel laureates associated with this university is its professor Takaaki Kajiti, a 2015 physics winner. Takaaki Kajita. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That'll be the University of Tokyo. The University of Tokyo. And for 10 points, foreign colleges and universities. A university in the Netherlands is named for this Dutch humanist. A Brooklyn high school is called His Hall. A university in the Netherlands is named for this Dutch humanist. A Brooklyn high school is called His Hall. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Erasmus Hall in Brooklyn, if anyone's ever been out that way. We're going to end with birds in the Bible. Birds in the Bible for 2 points. Jesus tells him, quote, "The cook shall not crow till thou hast denied me thrice." Let me restart. Jesus tells him, "The cock shall not crow till thou hast denied me thrice." Slightly different meaning there. Jesus tells him, quote, Sarah.
Judas.
Judas is incorrect. Minus 2 points there. Pass it over to Barring a Miracle. I will read it correctly this third time through.
Judas.
Jesus tells him, "The cock shall not crow till thou hast denied me thrice."
Anyone know their New Testament?
I'm gonna go with Saul. Could be.
Just a name. Just throw it.
Yeah.
Just throwing any of the names out there.
Pass or play?
We'll pass.
Pass.
I think the difference here, Sarah, is denied, not betrayed. So denied. Peter. Peter is the answer in this instance. Birds in the Bible for 4 points. I will try to actually say each word that is written here, not make up my own. Jesus tells the cook shall not crow. That's a whole different story. Maybe the guy who wrote Mirror, Mirror can write a version of the Bible where he just changes everything. Anyway, birds in the Bible, 4 points. Jesus laments that he would have gathered the children of Jerusalem as she gathers her brood under her wings. Jesus laments that he would have gathered the children of Jerusalem as she gathers her brood under her wings. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That would be a hen. A hen. For 6 points. Birds in the Bible. Harry Potter likes the passage in Job that reads, quote, I am a brother to dragons and a companion to these birds. Harry Potter likes the passage in Job that reads, quote, I am a brother to dragons and a companion to Andy G.
Phoenix.
Phoenix is incorrect. That's minus 6 points. Pass it over to Cheese Quiz for a potential steal. Read it one more time. Harry Potter likes the passage in Job that reads, quote, I am a brother to dragons and a companion to these birds.
Since it's Harry Potter, maybe owls?
Owls, yeah. I was going to say owls. It's the only bird besides the phoenix in this series. I mean,
Yeah.
not going to be hippogriff.
Yeah.
Right.
Let's go owls. Final answer.
Yeah.
That is correct for 6 points. For 8 points in Birds in the Bible. This tall, flightless bird was supposedly uncaring about its own young. Andy G.
Ostrich.
Ostrich is correct for 8 points. A triple stumper on the show. Well done, Andy. And for 10 points. The Lord told Moses, quote, I bear you on these birds' wings. The Lord told Moses, I bear you on these birds' wings. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Eagle's wings. Eagle's wings. We have a final score, 125-28. Cheese Quiz with a fairly dominant performance here. Well done.
Well done. Well done.
Barring a miracle,
Well
we'll
done.
check in on the standings. Video will come out hopefully later this week explaining the